Good morning, Mr. Box. My name's Josh, and I'll be conducting a health check on your V90 today. To begin with, round at the near side front of the vehicle, this tyre is on 3.5mm at the lowest point. There's no cuts or gouges in the tyre. Does appear to be in good condition. Coming round onto the brake pads on the front are on 7mm and the discs are okay. Suspension components and mounts on the near side front all check out as okay. There's no excessive movement in any of the bushes or the mounts. The spring's intact and the shock absorber is not leaking. Coming across, engine and gearbox both nice and dry. Round onto the offside front, suspension components and mounts all intact and operating as they should be. No excessive movement. Coming round onto the offside front tyre. The offside front tyre is on 4.1mm and that's at the lowest point. There's no cuts or gouges in the tyre itself. And coming round onto the brake pads on the offside front on 7mm and the discs are in good condition. Coming down the centre of the vehicle now. Exhaust is nice and secure and there's no leaks coming down towards the rear axle. Rear axle components such as spring shock absorbers, bushes and mounts are all intact and operating as they should be, and this applies to both sides. Offside rear tyre is on 5.6mm at the lowest point. There's no cuts or gouges in the tyre itself. Coming around onto the brake pads on the rear are on 6mm and the discs are in a good condition. We cross the axle to the near side rear tyre. Near side rear tyre is on 5.5mm and that's the lowest point, and again there's no cuts or gouges in the tyre itself. Finally onto the near side rear brake pad, and the brake pad is on 6mm and the disc is in a good condition. And that concludes your vehicle health check. So there's nothing really that I found that would warrant any concern. However, we are going to have a look into the one of the 360 cameras, as we've got a complaint of it not working as it should. Once we've got a diagnosis on that, I'll pass everything on to the service advisor and he'll be in touch. Thank you very much and have a nice day.